grab your drinks, guys. It is time to put the world away. Welcome to our Philippines experiment where I gave all the youth teams the best facilities and the best youth intakes, right? The Philippines, I gave the best generation of youth. So what presents, what youngsters have come this year? We're in 2029. So what is this? 8. This is season 8 now for the Philippines. And what has arrived here in the Philippines? Let's mark all those as red. So, man, I already forgot. What was the Philippines rank? Oh, man, what were they? I got to look at that. I didn't look at the old, was it 90? I think it was 90, right? Oh, so we moved down. Wait, how do we see? We should be able to see history. Yeah, this was 109. It doesn't say what year. 2029. We can't go back? I don't get it. So we're 95th. Yeah, we were 90th last time. Well, we've moved down. Let's see what's happened here. The Ascals, they must have had some bad. They lost to Thailand. Oh my, made it to the C Championship, Southeast Asian Championships final. They made it to the final at least in the C, but Thailand just took care of us. We have no answer against Thailand. What is Thailand ranked? 51st. Okay. Well, good for them, man. They got some players, huh? Oh, yeah, look at this. Sapahanad Muanta. 26-year-old Thai playing in, that's one of the top German teams. Wolfsburg. So they got a few top players, but we got some players of our own, right? What's going on? What happened? That's embarrassing, Philippines. In the SCA championships, okay, we made the finals, but that's embarrassing. 7-1 loss. Yeah. So all right, we're back down. We're 95th. Let's go to the teams. Let's just go to the list of how I do it. So there's been a couple teams. Reputation went all this top 6 teams. They're still 1.5 star, but there's been a little bit of moving around there. Some's moved up, some's moved down. All right, so let's go. How do I always forget how I do this? Let's just go. We'll start at Maralica, Manila, and see what youth players have arrived. Wait, hold on. I'm all over the map. Philippines. Let's see if we still got generated players still should be at 200. Okay. They're still there at 200. I like that. All right. Now we'll go to our list. Maralica, Manila. Let's look at the club. So the reputation is 2778. I should probably write these down, but remember they all started at 2,500. The reputation. That's what I put them at. Finances they're still really well, and everything should be 20. Okay, the youth facilities went down 1, and the training went down 1. Let's okay that, and that's it. Okay, let's see what players. We'll go to all the players. I go to my view, and I go by the age. Yep. Now this guy's already asked. Oh, wonder why they have him up top. 34-year-old. So here's the youth guys here. 100. A guy that's sitting at 100. That's the best they are produced. Maralica. That's the potential. Here's a guy, man. He came at 16. His potential is 71. He's already there. He's at 70. He already arrived when his best. You're at 16. Oh, you're not going to get any better. So great talent, just no potential. Interesting. Oh. They have a few. They have a couple, right? They got a couple guys over 100. Not much in the Philippines though. They got this 20-year-old. Oh, he's asking to leave too. He wants to go to the beer club. He has the 128 potential. And remember, that's not too far off from the, English Premier League. But players, right? We saw the bottom of the table in English Premier League. The players were right around 130 and stuff. So he's not too far off. 20-year-old defender here. He wants to leave. And then they got this goalkeeper, Neil Alcott, 104. They got a couple. No, he's Korean, North Korean. Oh man. And then just this guy, 100. He's a potential 100. Manny Smith, midfielder. All right, so not too good for Maralika Manila. Let's go up to the Goals development team. Let's see what players they've brought in. It might be, I don't know, I like looking at this. I keep second guessing myself here. I should probably just go to the youth intakes. Whoa, look at this. So they got a new guy out here, 16-year-old youth, 132. He's wanted by United City, just picks him, huh? Paulo Subere. So he's a defensive midfielder. 5'5". I don't think he'd play too much defenders, but defensive midfielder I can see. Tackling's already good. Technique. So I wish him the best. 132 potential. All right. They got a few, right? A couple guys. They got this Concepcion. He's wanted probably by what Okaya wants him. So Kaya and United City are picking all these youth guys from the other team. I guess they got the more money, or there's slightly more reputation, but not much. They're all 1.5-star reputation. All these the top 6 teams here in the Philippines. But they got this 18-year-old. What is this, Freddie? Yep, Freddie Concepcion. Oh yeah. Oh, he's already got 9 caps and 3 goals for the Philippines. So that's it. And they got this guy. He's Haitian. So only the Filipinos, over 100 of them too. There's a few. Oh my God, look at all the 99s. Bunch of 99 Filipinos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. All right, there's the goals. Did we just look at this? Finances. So they're sitting 28.62. Okay, so everybody looks like, well, so far, their training facilities went down, and the youth facilities just went a point down. So we'll adjust that back to the top. There's the ASCOs. Or not the ASCO. I don't know why I keep... Yeah, the development team. Now we'll go to the Stallion. See if anything I got to move. They're at 2880 reputation. Facilities also went down. So, and that happens over time. If you don't keep up with the facilities, the team's not... throughout time, it's going to just do, it needs constant maintenance and upkeep. And that's what it's saying here. So that's why it went down. It deteriorates over time if you don't keep up with the facilities. Let's go all the players. Let's see who they brought in. I know they've had a few players, right, in the past. 16-year-olds usually. I don't think there's a couple 15s that have come in through the youth. No one over 100, unfortunately. They got a couple, right? They have the goalkeeper could be really good. Potential 143. Simon Baranson. That's right. He's the Pacquiao because he's the good puncher. 17 punching. Punches the ball away. They got this youngster listed here, their striker. Got 112 potential. But that's it. Just a few players, 5 over 100. And 2 of them, so there's only 3 Filipinos over 100 here for Stallion. Not too impressive, huh? Not too impressive. Wait, did I adjust it? Yep. All right, let's go on. Stallion. We'll go to Mendiola. What they got going on here? 2890 is their reputation. Facilities gone down. Yep, everybody's training facilities and youth facilities went down. Now keep in mind, there's other teams around the world that can get youth intakes. I guess because their scouts come over here to the Philippines, like, oh, the Philippines are starting to develop some youngsters. Let's send some of our scouts over there. And some teams in England and in Germany, all different around the world, can have youth guys, Filipino youth players in their youth intakes. So that's what I'll try to find out when I look at the under 21s here, the under 18s, right? The youth player, the national squads, and that I'll show you guys in a little bit what I'm trying to talk about. 2890. Okay, we got all that. And now let's look at the players. Mendiola, here we go. Let's roll. What do we got? What youth guys coming? Nobody so far impressed me, right? There was one player, the 132, the other squad. There's a Hunter. That's it. A striker, Kenneth Ramsey. So maybe this wasn't a good year. Wow, he's good, though. It's pretty good, 16. He can head like a champion, huh? 17. Good finishing. He's real determined. I wish him the best. Kenneth Ramsey. All right. They have a couple, right? I guess maybe they had players and other teams are buying them, like Kaya and United City. So they got a few. They got this beast here, Filipino 20-year-old. That's right, Michael Linatok. Looks like a midfielder. 156 potential. Oh, yeah, midfielder. Okay, first touch, not bad. Technique. 20 years, he's got 7 caps for the Philippines. All right. United City, so far, not too a couple players, but that wasn't their youth guy. So far this youth intake, not too good. It's that one player, right? It was 132 for the other team. So there's Mendiola. Let's get to Kaya. Now these Kaya and United City have been probably the best at developing, getting the best youth intake. So let's see what's going on with Kaya here. 2967. So they have so far the highest reputation that I've seen. What's their finances still? Everybody's at $500 million, and everyone's facilities, it's consistent. They all went down 1, which isn't bad. And all players, we're gonna go here. We go to my youth, 16-year-olds here. He's on a youth contract, 17-year-old. But no one, highest is 91. Like I said, 2029 youths, or actually have been 2028, I think, when their youths come in, the end of the year. Let's see. He's on a youth contract. When did he come in? Should say, huh? This is 2028. He arrived. Yeah, so it must have been the end of last year, their youth intake in the Philippines. But again, not so hot. Not so hot for their youth intake. No one over a 91. But they got a few players, right? They got a bunch. Look at all these players they got over. Well, to be fair, Zuni Philippines, they got one. Oh man, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Filipinos that are over 100. Here's their beastly guy, 177 potential guys. 18. William Saluria. He's unhappy. He wants to go to a bigger club. And I don't blame him. Look at this. I'm surprised no big team around the world is getting this guy. He's got 26 caps at 18 years old. He's got a goal. Technique, teamwork. I mean, look at this. He would be good at any team as a right back. And that's premiership just about. He's got some speed, 15. Wow. And then 160. Look at all, even this guy, Robert Stanley. Look at that striker. He's got 6 caps, 2 goals for the Philippines. Well, we're heavy right now in the Philippines with strikers, but look at that. Pace 16. Natural fitness has lets him down a little bit. So if he gets hard to recover, and he'll have a short career with only a 6 natural fitness. But 15 dribbling, 15 finishing. Yeah, this guy is great. Robert Stanley is only 17. And another one, 148. So they got a bunch. Kaya's got a bunch. Another Filipino defender, Martin Bukayan. Look at that. Decisions, bravery, determination, teamwork, all 16. It's only 5'7", but that's what happens. That's here in the. Oh, you're probably playing a left back as a left fullback. Something. Hey, stay on this. They got 140. Look at that. They got a good team. Another striker here. He's got the 44 caps for the Philippines. 9 goals. Justin Vargas, 16 finishing. And then that's not Filipino. That's Ivory Coast, I think. 3, 4. So they got 4. And they got this Jose Dato attacking left midfielder. Look at that. He's 17 excel, 16 pace. He's 20 years old, 21 caps. Dribbling is awesome. 15. He's brave. Got good mentals. Concentration is the only thing low. But look at that. Yeah, he's great too. Surprised no other teams though. And that's it. 23-year-old Pakuran. So he's at 103, so he's pretty good. Another defender or right back. And that's it. So at least they're top though. These top players, 1, 2, 3, 4. They got some beasts here at Kaya. They can just keep developing. They're already what? 104, 116, 122. That's 130. This guy is like almost world class kind of deal. High enough standard to be included in the squad despite recent international form. Yeah, he's up there. So let's go. There's Kaya. We adjusted all this, right? Facilities, yep. All right. And then United City, which they've been the dominant force here, Philippines. Yeah, they got the highest. Look at that. 35 now. Reputation. Finance is still good. And, of course, all the training facilities. So now they're all adjusted up to 20. Up to 20. And we'll take a look at all their players. See what youths have come through here. Oh, there's some teams that we'll look at this. Oh yeah, okay. There's some big news. We'll look at that when we get to the national teams. When I look at the national team, there's some youth, but 104. So there was only what? This is only the second guy, I think. I think there's 100. This is 104. I think there was a 132. Was the best guy. So their best one, 104 potential. I'm saying potential wise. They got some guys that was youth came out at 66. Their current, that's pretty good. A 37, but 104, not bad. 16, Alvin Quaresma, midfielder, decent first touch and pass, teamwork, vision, work rate already, and decisions. And that's what you want for them. But they got a bunch of players, right? Almost all of them should be over 100. Look at that. Their whole team. Well, no. They got a big squad, huh? But look at that chunk. All these players, at least their potential is over 100. And they got a bunch of Filipino. Look at this. This was the beast. Michael Janssen. He's 23. Who's he wanted by now? By Zebra. And I guess Zebra is Juventus. They didn't have, Football Manager didn't have the licensing agreement with Juventus. That's why they have to call him Zebra. But going to a big team wants him. There they go. It's about time. But yeah, 180. I mean, look at this guy. Wow. Physically a monster. He just can't jump, but everything else, pace, stamina, balance, agility, excel, all 16. Mentally, he's good. He's that left back. That technicals, though, you better start getting that up there. Michael Janssen. And then they have this 20-year-old, 179. He's actually better than Michael Janssen, except right now he's current ability, 138. Saravino. Look at that midfield. And who's he wanted by? Paris Saint-Germain. So big teams are sniffing finally. And then just 23-year-old, 175 potential, Jose Merzam. He's wanted by a few. Milan, Bologna, Bologna, and Napoli. So big teams are sniffing for him as well. The Italians are sniffing for him. So good for them. Good for them. Good for United City. They're producing the best. Let's see who won last year. It's probably United City, yeah. Yep, the dominant force, United City here in the Philippines. There's been different runners-up, though, so that's cool. What did they, let's just go look. Last year, what did they do? Okay, so not too bad. You know, they only played 20 matches, but a 5 points only. I like that when it's closer. There's 9. And then we got what? 15. So it's getting closer. Competitive here in the top. Now let's look really quick. Let's go to the Philippines here. I guess the finances, they're all rich. We know that. Overview, we have 95th. That's unfortunate they went down. I think the next one, though, they'll be under 90. Let's look at the national teams. Let's look at the under 19. So this is what I wanted to see. So all these youngsters, let's look at their potential abilities, guys, according to that. So I like where they're based at. See, like right here, this player is based out of Australia. He plays with Brisbane Roar. So he came through their youth system. Boom. So when I go through each of those 6 teams in the Philippines, I see the youths. We're not going to get some of these players. So That's cool. They're getting spread around and being, in youth systems in other parts of the world. And he's got a potential bill at 138. So good for him. And he's only 16. Starting there in Australia. Michael Marida. Who else? I think they're all based here, rest or Filipino, or in the Philippines. Yep. So just the one player in the under 19s that have been called up. And there might be some other 19s that just weren't as good that are playing who knows where. But they'll eventually get picked and be in the under 9 or in the national team. So let's look at the under 21s. There's just not. They just don't have a big squad. Maybe they just don't have matches at the under 21s. Nobody really have noticed there. The under 23s, though, they should have a few. A guy that's 112. And these are all based here in the Philippines. There's a goalkeeper that's wanted where? Kaya. And now the national team. Here we go. So their best guy, of course, was that 180, Michael Janssen, wanted by Juventus. And Saravina by PSG. And their big guy here, Jose Merzam. And then who's this? Yeah, William Saluri. Yeah, that's right. He plays for Kaya. So they're white back. Which I can't believe nobody's wanting him. It's any moment. I mean, they're gonna if other teams are starting to, they're scouting out these players. It's only a matter of time before this William Saluria. Look at that. I mean, any team would like to have this right back. It's hard to find right backs in my experience playing this game. And then they got just him. He's right behind there. Robert Stanley. He's only 17 years old. And he's in their starter here in the national team, the senior squad in the Philippines. Robert Stanley. There's 116 here. Bacunia. He's right there. Concepcion. Really, Kaya wants him. But that's cool. The oldest player we got here, right? Mendoza, the goalkeeper. A real player, Kevin Mendoza. How many caps does he have? 21. Who's the oldest? The youngest is Stanley. So we got a young squad. It's only going to be a matter of time. They're not going to be ranked 95th. They're going to be up there. They're going to just keep charging up the ranks. So that's cool. They're starting to realize these Filipinos are coming through. Big teams are coming in for them. But where's he at? Has he been playing? Mcclure, Villanueva. He's Filipino. Why isn't he in here? Did I miss him? Villanueva? Maybe he didn't get called up. Because that's the best guy. Top players for the Philippines is right here. He's got 71 caps. What is he, what's his potential? Where's it at? Why can't I find it? Right here. Okay, so he's got current ability 130. Why am I having a hard time finding it? It says RCA 130. Let's stop editing him. Has he played? Let's see. He's played in a cup. He's played, says 6 internationals. Mcclure, Villanueva. Let's just look. Look at their schedule. Did he play in here? No, he didn't play. Yes, I'm blind. He didn't play against Thailand. He wasn't available. He had other obligations with his Michael Villanueva. Or Mcclure, right? Mcclure? I don't see him anywhere. Huh. What, come on. He's got six. He said he had 61. There he goes. He played against Australia in the World Cup, but he wasn't picked to be in the C Championship for some reason. Unless I'm blind here. No, I don't see him. He wasn't registered to be, looks like, in the C Championships. So there was a big loss there for the Philippines. Yeah, he played there in the World Cup. Right there he is. I took a knock. Maybe but he played there, so it was just a small knock. All right. Well, that's the best player right now in the Philippines. For some reason, I can't see where his current ability is. Right here, 130. I can't see where's his potential ability. I have to go to his squad. He's playing in Germany. Here we go. That's a roundabout way right here. Mcclure Villanueva. He's got a potential ability, 153. He's sitting at 130. So, okay. They would find him. Just sometimes they're not getting called up. And then they got Raymond, Saravino, he's with United. We've seen that. John Patrick, he's an older real life person. 32, he still plays. He's playing in America, Cincinnati. And same thing, we know Michael Janssen, United City. Yep, he's the player wanted by in Juventus. So we'll see if he goes there next episode. And then this Ryan Balobo. Is he? I don't remember calling him. United City. Okay, and then Kaya, yep. Jose Dato. All right, well, that's it that I could think of right now to do. Here's their captain. Michael, yep, yeah, he's their captain too for the Philippines. Mcclure, Villanueva, and then Michael Janssen, a key player. Well, let's get this back up. What are they playing next? We're still in the World Cup. We're sitting at the... Let's go, Philippines. We've played 5. We haven't won 1. Let's go. Oh, they're letting me down. Let's go. We got UAE, South Korea. It's a tough one. Another tough one. We could beat Uzbekistan. Come on. UAE. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Let's get to the next step. We'll get to the next episode, and hopefully this world ranks. We're under 90, I hope. I'm gonna pick 90. We'll be sitting at. And we'll see if these other players, Saravino, let's see if that transaction happens, if he goes to PSG. All right, thank you guys for watching. Remember, keep moving forward. Let's go to let's go on holiday for another year. It'd be nice to take a vacation for a year.